gun guide. In this video we're going to go over the Ak74-U submachine gun. Some may say this is one of the best submachine guns in the game. I think the MPA-5 is a little bit better, but this is a very good all-around submachine gun to use. My best recommendations is to play hardcore as usual, but this is a gun you can use in the core modes. But I recommend playing the face-off 6v6 as long as it's in the game if you're trying to unlock these challenges just a little bit faster. So for the class setup, primary obviously has to be the Ak74-U, secondary whatever you want. Tactical, I always go with the stun grenade. Lethal is always my Semtex. Field upgrade, field mic is my favorite one to use. Wild cards, perk greed, just to give you more perks obviously. Perk 1, flak and tack. I don't see any other reason to use anything else unless you're doing challenges. Perk 2, gearhead. This is going to help you get your field mic faster, and you can store up to 2 of them, which is going to come in handy for some of the challenges. And I went ahead and went with tracker just to be able to find people a little bit easier, because believe it or not, there are times when you might be having trouble coming across somebody, whether it's just repeated spawn flips or maybe people just trying to camp for whatever challenge they're going for. So tracker is a good one to have. And then finally perk 3, ninja and gung ho. These both are going to help with one of the challenges coming up also with the submachine gun class, so that's why I went ahead and went with those. As far as the Ak74-U, the attachments I used, the muzzle, I put the Spetsnaz compensator on. This is going to help with your vertical recoil control at the cost of a little horizontal recoil control, but we'll add an attachment that will negate that, so it'll just balance it out. The underbarrel, the foregrip, this is going to balance your horizontal recoil control back out, plus give you the extra 10%. So this thing should be pretty much a laser beam. The magazine, I went with the 40 round speed mag. You don't really need nothing any higher than that, especially like in hardcore and the smaller maps. Usually you'll tend to die before you have to really reload, but just in case you are dominating and you need to reload, the speed mag is going to help out a little bit better with that. For the handle, I put the serpent wrap on. This is going to help with your aim down sight time. This is just going to be so you can be an aggressive, quick and snappy player, get on target a little bit quicker. And then finally for stock, I put the KGB skeletal stock on. This is going to help with your sprint to fire time and your aim walking movement speed at the cost of hip fire accuracy. But in the small maps, if you're going to be hip firing, you should be close enough anyways that shouldn't matter too much. And with the 40 round mag, you shouldn't have a problem. But you want to be able to boost up your sprint to fire time, so if you are running, you know, you're not going to be waiting for your guy to sprint out and then be able to pull up his weapon. You want to be able to get on target as fast as possible. For the camos, the spray is just get 300 eliminations. This one's self-explanatory and will come natural. For stripes, just get 75 headshots. This one should come natural as well, especially in hardcore. Shouldn't be an issue. For classic, just get 5 kills without dying 20 times. All kills have to come from the Ak74-U. Basically just get bloodthirsties. If you're having success at being aggressive, stay being aggressive. If you're having trouble getting more than 1 or 2 kills at a time, just sit back and let the players come to you. Especially in the smaller maps, it's pure mayhem. They're going to be rushing around, not paying much of attention to anything. So you could just sit back and pick the players off one by one. Shouldn't be too hard. For geometric, just get 50 long shot medals. If you're having trouble in any of the 6v6 maps, just go over to Nuketown. Nuketown to me is the best map for the long shots, just because everybody goes to the same spots, so shouldn't be a problem at all, just dropping off long shots in there. For Flora, just get 75 kills by enemies detected, stunned, or blinded by your score streaks. This is where like your field mic's going to come in handy, especially like an ICBM. You could pop that thing down in the middle of the map and it's going to cover the entire map. So as long as it's not being destroyed, any kill you get will count towards this. I want to say there was a match, I had maybe like 30 of them in one match, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. For science, just get 75 kills at point blank range. This is where gung ho and ninja is going to come in handy. Gung ho is going to allow you to be able to hold down your lethal, your tactical, and as long as you don't let it go, you should just be able to run around and hip fire this bad boy, and you're just going to want to run up point blank obviously, so don't worry about trying to put too much into hip firing, because you're going to, like I said, you're going to be point blank. You want the barrel in their asshole when you shoot, so just run around like a madman and just try to close the gap on people as fast as you can and let this thing fly. Then finally for psychedelic, just kill 2 or more enemies rapidly 25 times. So this one shouldn't be too much of an issue. Just run around and kill people, multi-kills, and you should be able to knock this one out rather fast. And then once you do, you unlock the gold, and then once you unlock gold for all of the submachine guns, you unlock diamond. When you unlock diamond for all classes in the game, you unlock DM Ultra. Overall, this is one of my better weapons that I prefer to use if I want to try something different other than like the MP5 or the God tier weapons. This is a very close second in my opinion. So if you guys did at all enjoy this video, please give it a like, and if you want to see more like this in the future, give it a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.